But as to regards to games that I've been playing, I've mostly been playing Pokemon Legends ZA on the Nintendo Switch 2. Recently beaten it, and now it's just clearing up missions and trying to catch the rest of Pokemon that I'm missing. And
I actually want to draw it back a little bit because you sort of skipped over it a little bit. Pokemon Legends
yeah,
ZA.
Pokemon Legends
What did you
ZA. Yeah,
actually think about the game, or are you
right.
saving that for the review?
No, the review's already done. I quite enjoyed it. There are a number of things in the game that I quite like, and there's other things that they could have done a little bit but better, especially JPEG buildings. If you know,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Well, you mean the same
I
JPEG
mean,
buildings that they've been doing since Gen 5, I think it is?
you look at a lot of like Nintendo games, and you see all the joints and curves and parapets and all that in every single model, but to see fully flat, just flat buildings, and seeing as you are in a urban environment, you think they put a little bit more effort. Now, some of them from a distance, like the actual designs and that they've done, look all right, but the shadowing could have been a bit better to make it look a lot more 3D if that was the way they were going to go with it. But yeah, I feel like the character models, the NPCs, the Pokemon themselves, they look all right. Everything looks fine. The interiors, when there are interiors, look absolutely great. There's like a museum at one point which pays homage to Pokemon Legends Arceus. So you see
Yeah.
a lot of like the lore and stuff like that. So that was really good. I like that they brought the Alpha Pokemon back because the Alpha Pokemon are basically just great big versions of Pokemon. But when you're like fighting other like NPCs and you've got like a giant Gengar that is just overlording it over the others, it looks good. It feels good as well.
Yeah, I've
And
heard it's
then
incredibly imbalanced, though, isn't it? Because of
yeah,
it.
oh yes, oh yes. But I quite enjoyed it. Is it my game of the year? No, but I do feel it is kind of in slightly better than Nintendo's other offerings for this year, and that's no, like real criticism against Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza. They are great games in their own right, but they're not. Oh my word! This is, the system seller that we was hoping it was going to be.
Yeah.
Now that the kind of hype has, sort of teetered off. These could have easily have been like Nintendo Switch games, but because of these slight upgrade to the Switch 2, they run a bit better, and it's like, well, just move them over there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Totally understandable,
Yeah,
really, but
yeah, I agree
still,
with that one.
I'm not a fan of the price pointing for most of those games anyway. But
no.
that's a different discussion that we've already had.